think of something interesting.
What's that?
So I'm good. Well, a guy posted a video of a fun, interesting game where he would stand on top of a mountain or something he made from the train manipulator and wait for ships to come in and knock him off the top of it. And it would make him just go flying. And I thought, well, what if I was to find a trading post off the edge of, on a water planet, off the edge of the coast, and have them knock me into the ocean? Maybe I could use that to gain even more speed through the water, because I'm also the Fred Phelps of No Man's Sky, I guess. I can really swim. Like, if I can do constant swimming, I can make it halfway around the planet in 4 hours.
Well, see, what I just kind of touching on swimming, like what I really want to see though is like submarines or some type of submersible vehicle. Do you think that's something that they'll ever give us? And do you think that should be in the game? And what are your thoughts on that?
I think submersible would be great to have in the game, of course, so that way people can explore the oceans a lot easier without having to worry about your oxygen production. And I've heard it's like one of the top subjects brought up that I've seen around. So I'm pretty sure we may end up getting it either this update or within the next update. But I think at some point we will see it.
I made a highly speculative video one time about how I thought that there might be submarines in the next update, but like they'd have to sort of enhance the oceans in the game, right? To sort of make that exploration experience deeper. I mean,
yeah, because it's like going over the surface of the planet. Once you've seen everything within your 50-foot radius, you're going to find everything.
Right.
And I mean, basically, going underwater is the same stuff over and over again. But it's like people they're too afraid to go out in the middle of an ocean and then drop straight down to go and see what's there, which, in my experience, has been a barren ocean floor. There's no fauna, no flora really out there. It's all mostly located along the coastlines or shallow areas.
Right. I've seen very deep parts of oceans. There's planets I've been to. I don't know if you've seen this. I've only ever seen it one time on my explorations, but there was a planet that had the most incredible like underwater caves. Like, have you ever seen that?
Yeah, I've seen that. Dude in Bo Mode Me had a few underwater caves in survival mode back before Atlas Rises changed it, and I had explored that planet completely on my journey around it, and I'd dive deep into the ocean, I'd come back up on my swims, and yeah, I wasn't too thrilled with underwater exploration except for just using it as a transportation fluid, I guess.
Well, there's been times on one particular planet where like I've been going through like a cylindrical cave, and then all of a sudden it opens up into like a sort of like a vast underground lake or aquifer, and I'm like, okay.
Oh yeah, I've seen that too.
Yeah, that is so cool. Like I want to see like more of that. Hey Grammy, what's going on? Boondock says, hey cutie, what's up you handsome devil? Thanks for jumping in. Grammy says, before the Foundation update, you could find things in the ocean, and then when I played it this last August, I didn't see much after that. That's very true. It sort of like Survival Guru, he's a guest on today in the chat, but Survival Guru was just talking about how the experience of underwater exploration is not very deep. There's not a whole lot under there, so we're sort of speculating if we do get submarines moving forward, they're going to have to definitely enhance that experience. More ocean life, larger creatures perhaps. Gaming
More
Live says
resources that you find underneath.
yes, specific to underwater, right? Like,
yep.
Gaming Live says bonjour.
But more than that. Yes, a water planet. I might as well stream this, but throw it up on Twitch.
What is your? I mean, I know Boondock's watching, but Boondock says, long time no see, Guru.
Yes, long time no see. Yes, I've got Boondock as a friend on mine.
That's awesome. He's definitely a big fan of Twitch, especially after some of YouTube's latest policies. What are your thoughts on Twitch? I'm trying to decide whether or not I want to move a portion of my channel over to Twitch. I don't think I'd do it entirely, since there's two people. It's myself and HiddenJewAgenda that run this channel, so we sort of have the ability to kind of co-run a Twitch and YouTube channel at the same time. But from what I've seen on Twitch, it definitely looks a lot more feature-rich than like YouTube in terms of what you can do on Twitch.
See, I'm not really too familiar with Twitch besides just using it for a quick broadcast. I've looked into it a bit, and I've seen a lot that people can do with it, and it could be a really good platform to use. But I've been just mainly using YouTube for everything because it's, I don't know, I started the YouTube account, and I figured I might as well archive all my videos on YouTube.
Right. No, that's a good idea. So basically you're streaming on Twitch, and then you're taking those streams and just uploading them to YouTube as videos that people can watch later.
Yeah, if there was something of great interest, I had said earlier when I found my ship randomly, that one was the one that I had to save and put up to YouTube. But most of my general streams, like what I'm doing here, I've just put it up, and if anybody watches, they watch. If not, oh well, it doesn't save it.
That's awesome. So I don't know if you're able to see my screen or if you're watching the stream on your end or not, but I'm looking at this like dinosaur that totally missed leg day. It's got like these thin legs on the back with like hooves, and then these just giant like front arms. It looks totally preposterous. And it has a tiny head. Have you noticed that with Atlas Rises?
Yeah.
The really big animals have small heads.
Yeah, all the tiny-headed animals. I've seen that, and it's still kind of crazy how all the different creatures, even after playing since day one, you can find creatures that just amaze you.
Yeah, I just watched like this giant 4,000-pound rat jump up on an outcropping and then jump back down. Just totally tripped me out. I'm sorry.
Wow.
You lost me for a second. I was like, whoa, what the hell just happened?
I gotta find a trading post.
Hey Boondock, if you're still on, this is my exotic that I sent a picture of that time. This the fin of the exotic ship that I have is so tall that more than half of it cuts into my freighter roof. Sometimes it trips the game out.
I've seen somebody post about that. They're like, can you please fix this, please?
Yeah. Like, just give us a taller freighter roof or don't make ships with fins this big. Yeah. One of the two. Let's check the chat real quick. So Grammy says, I keep track of all my ocean planets to go look at them as I go mapping the galaxy. Yeah, I've noticed that about you, Grammy. You're sort of like a No Man's Sky cartographer, aren't you? And shout out to Grammy and Gepnik Gang, by the way. She's part of that whole crew, so that's pretty cool. Let's see here. Not as many No Man's Sky Twitch streams. I'm slowly doing one day stream on Twitch until I can stream on more than one platform. There you go. Just kind of split your time between the two. That's kind of what I'm thinking. Boondock says it's a lot more intuitive than YouTube from what I've seen already. I'm really happy about the move. No, I can tell, and I love all the data, Boon, that shows up on your stream where you can see all the new people that jump in, who like subs to your Twitch streams, like all that kind of stuff. There's a lot of information, and even with your sidebar chat, like it doesn't cut into the screen as much as it does using the PlayStation app, where basically you lose a quarter of the screen to that black bar.
Yeah,
Andy Krychek. What's up, Andy?
That was a big thing. Like, Andy. No, him too. Know quite a few people. Even though I usually don't stream talking, like doing these interview type talks, but I've been getting more and more into broadcasting again and talking with people. Usually I'm just interacting with Reddit and Amino.
The only reason that I normally do it is whenever I can is because my partner that helps me run the channel, he's a lot more like excited and animated when he streams, so he could totally solo the show, and like that's just his style. But like me, I start sweating bullets. I don't know what to talk about, and my mind, I say the most random things, and I will say crazy shit. So it's just like by having somebody else on to kind of help my brain stay
Yeah,
focused, it just helps me stream. So
it's like me. When I'm doing something by myself, like my no HUD streams, I'll be just saying the most random thing or discussing tips on survival, and then I'll just blank out and go silent for 5 minutes. And it's like I have nothing else I want to try to fill the void with. So I've been just adding music at every now and then just to fill the void.
that's awesome.
Yeah, I figured out how to do that on PlayStation.
How
You
do
set
you?
up you have a second controller run through another account, and then you invite that second account into a party chat. And then you have your phone hooked up through the controller, and you can play all the music you want off your phone, and it'll come through the party chat into your headset and then onto your stream.
That's awesome. That is like
Yeah,
some ingenuity right there.
yeah, it's a lot of fun to play with. It took me forever to try and get the cores right, but I ended up just kind of bombing into people's games also and just playing music through their game.
You see that, guys? We got tips and tricks right now. Survival Guru is learning you something. All right, let me catch up with the chat real quick. So let's see. So Andy Krychek says, "Hello everyone, still cool seeing you explore my system in Rento. I have nostalgia seeing those fauna, bro. There's something I don't know if it's like the whole climate change event because I don't know what it looked like really. This planet, Bakugo or whatever, it looks pretty much the same, but every other planet in this system like totally changed, and it's pretty damn cool. Like I basically moved here and I've enjoyed it. I was scared to at first, Andy, but like I'm fucking loving it right now, so it's awesome." Gaming Lime says, "Oh yeah, good to hear Hidden's doing well." Yeah, it was just like sort of like a thing popped up with his brother that he had to go run and do real quick, so he ended the stream early. But the way that he ended it, I was like, did somebody die? What the fuck just happened? But it was totally, everything with Hidden's good, so thumbs up.
Dude, cars got rear-ended.
Oh, dude, yeah, with the Waking Titan, with the dead drop
Yeah.
or the live drop,
Yeah,
yeah,
that was
dude.
crazy. I couldn't believe that. Because I was just sitting there, kept pushing in status, and then it said, it said knock knock, and I was like, okay, who is there? And then later on, it did the extension. I'm like, okay, why are they giving an extension? Nobody's showing up? I thought somebody was supposed to be there.
Oh yeah, they had to send like a second person, and then apparently they thought more than one person was going to be able to show up for the dead drop because they had like multiple materials, like extra copies of the PDFs and stuff like that to hand out.
Yeah, I'd see that. And it
That's
was
one of my favorite things about the
serious
ARGs,
stuff.
those live drops.
Yeah, the guy there was just so weird and mysterious too. I don't know, he seemed friendly, but he just kind of like, okay, I'm gonna be friendly to do what I need to do, but I ain't gonna say anything else to you, man. It was kind of weird.
Well, and then he had that like leather-bound book, and it like
Yeah.
all I kept thinking was like the Book of the Wills from like Star Wars. I'm like, dude, are we about to like learn some like Jedi mastery shit about No Man's Sky right now?
Which then I thought, well, maybe while the guy was waiting, that's just a book he's been reading for a while, and he decided to bring it to kill time. And everybody's sitting there going, what's the book about? Oh my god!
Well, anything that happens with like the ARG or like No Man's Sky is so much speculation happens, right? I literally in one of my videos I had this it was sort of like a joke where basically I said if Sean Murray were to record himself farting and post that on Twitter, like we'd all be talking about gas giants and No Man's Sky, and that's pretty much how it is, dude.
It's like, well, it was like when he retweeted the prawn curry. Like, people were even speculating over why did he say prawn curry? Because they had no idea about the memery that was going on Reddit.
Oh, I was one of those people because I didn't know what happened on Reddit either, and I went deep. I was like, I put on like tinfoil body armor and like a helmet, and I just went in. I was like, we're getting submarines. He's talking about ocean life. I went hard on that. and somebody messaged in the comments, and they're like, he was just referring to a Reddit post, right, about like they're just making up names that sound like Sean Murray, and I'm like,
yep.
Oh,
it was the memery.
Yeah.
I was glad I got one of them in, which was Sean Murray, where it was him cutting himself in half, kind of like in a magic show. So I just put his head on both the people, and it was just kind of funny. That one was a good one. And there were a few people that did a really good one.
My favorite Sean Murray meme right now is like the one where he's like Jesus. Have you seen that one?
I think I have.
He's like holding his arms out, and he has like the Atlas symbol on his chest, and they just literally took Sean Murray's face and like photoshopped it onto a portrait of Jesus. So perfect. It was so perfect. I love that one.
He is our Lord.
Yes, I found a traveler. Alright, so for you guys that haven't been following along like on my other streams, it's very hard for me to stay on task, but lately I've been trying to find more glyphs because we're going to talk about this in a second, but I joined the galactic or the amino hub recently, and they're sort of like, there's these farms where you can go and like get things and like make like a hella cash. And so I'm trying to get more glyphs so that I can kind of portal my way through those and raid people's farms and stuff like that. So for anybody that's wondering what I'm doing, I'm looking for portal glyphs essentially, so I track it down travelers. Get caught up on the chat real quick. Peter Enstrom,
economy scanner.
Welcome. Grammy says, I know that at least one of you at the Hidden Panda show got your Atlas 4 pass. Did the other one of you get it, or did Guru get his?
No.
Did you get yours, Guru?
No, I did not. I am not happy about it. Every single day for a week, my mailbox has been a disappointment. Oh, it's driving me nuts. Ooh, what's this? Sorry, it's distracted here.
There it is. That's the pass. So I got mine. Hidden did not get his yet. It's the size of a business card, has some kind of metallic thing on it, and a code on the back. The hexadecimal code at the bottom translates to Phoenix. That's pretty much been true on everybody's Atlas pass so far. So, and I'm sorry if me getting that close to the camera scared the shit out of any of your children. Just should have gave y'all a heads up. Apologize. The beard is grand.
Now, one crazy oh jeez, now I can't remember. Oh yeah, one crazy off-the-wall theory I have is, since I am kind of well-known among some of the communities and I founded the Amino Hub, I had this strange theory that possibly my Atlas Pass is delayed due to the fact that I may end up getting one of those missing cassette tapes. But I'm not really holding my breath on it, because now I've just basically given up hope on it.
Dude, if you get one of those cassette tapes, you're gonna like have to come back to my stream.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Like I will capture you in a Pokeball, and like you would have to come back.
Yeah, and then I'd have to play it live over the stream, and it'll be really poor quality. I don't know. I thought about just putting it on a Twitch stream over live loop and just sticking my PlayStation headset over the tape recorder and then just constantly flip through it throughout the day. I don't know. But I was thinking that. I'm like, wait a minute, we didn't get all the cassette tapes, so that means there are still maybe possibly 8 more cassette tapes out there. And that makes you wonder who's going to get one, because a lot of the big names already got one.
Yeah, it was like 9 of 16 only that people have received, right? So there's like another 7 left or something.
Yeah, because the 9th one I think was given out like throughout the middle of it, and I can't remember what it had on it.
Damn.
Because the first one turned into the word portals, and I can't remember what the second one had on it.
Dude, I remember when Cobra got his cassette tape, and he like kept it secret for a couple days, and then like he told us about it, and I was like, "Oh, you son of a bitch, you're an NPC." Like I went through this whole phase. I felt like Tim from the subcast. I was like tinfoiling hard. I was like, "Dude, he's totally an NPC. He's part of the ARG." Like I was freaking out.
Yeah, I had seen Cobra got one, then 710 got one, and a few other people got one. I was just like, oh, this is interesting. I said, well, how'd they find out your address? Oh, they had asked us for for our address as like to send us a gift as a friend, huge fan and a thank you and
Oops.
stuff. I'm like, oh, well, I didn't get that, so I don't have to worry about me getting a cassette yet. But then I thought, well, with Atlas Arises and us submitting our usernames and addresses, they may end up finding me accidentally and giving me one for the work on the Mino hub and whatnot.
Which the hub, by the way, it's one, I love the activity, but I like how organized everything is and just like the level of participation in it. It isn't people like just posting pictures or sort of chatting with each other. It's like literally there's almost like an economy in there. Like there's wreckers, there's historians. It's like I'm finding out so much about it, and I'm like, this is so freaking cool. I'm gonna get caught up on the chat, and then I'm gonna let you talk about the Amino Hub because I really want you to definitely discuss that.
Definitely.
Let's see. Grammy says, I just learned that I've got to get my studio computer built sooner than I had planned, or I will be not streaming for a while. Or I will only be streaming for a little while. Gaming Live says, I thought it was another incident similar to Bicycle Walrus situation on that Cobra stream. Yeah? Boondock says, yeah, I don't think they were expecting everybody to agree on one person. Ibrahim says, Panda, did anything happen with Wake and Titan? Not that I know of. The only thing that's happened when we got our passes, Ibrahim, is that basically the there's a hexadecimal code on the front that translates to Phoenix, and then everybody has a unique code on the back, and we haven't really figured out what that's for yet. And because I'm sort of banned from the eTark forum right now, or the CSD forum, for 1,000 years. Dude, they banned me till January 20, 3018.
What'd you do?
I don't know. It's like, dude, you don't gotta ban me for 1,000 years. I'm not a fucking Highlander. You know what I mean? Like, 1,000 years? It's a little extreme, you know? But no, I posted links. People were like getting triggered, and I was kind of joking around. And I was like, I posted a link to a website where you can buy like estrogen blockers and like testosterone pills. And it was just a joke, but I think somebody saw that I was posting links, and they're like, yeah, none of that. Can't have any of that foolishness. So I got banned. But I think that they accidentally banned me for 1,000 years. And I've tried reaching out to Anna Shell and like different people from CSD, but it's like, I can't get them to unlock my account. It's like, I can't get in there and sort of interact with anybody and help solve what's coming next. So I've just been kind of out of the loop since I got banned. Let's see. Basically, where we at? Ibrahim says, please reply. Ibrahim, you know I always reply to you, homie. Come on now. I make time. Come on. Grammy says, do you have 2 golden stickers on the back? Well, it's just one. It's one big golden sticker on the back. If somebody's got 2 gold stickers, I'd like to know about it.
Definitely need to be investigate that one.
For sure. What's up, Rain First? Long time no see. Well, I guess because I haven't streamed in a while, but anyway, what's up? Let's see here. Chat's popping. It's gonna take me a second to get caught up, guys. Be patient with me. Grammy says, oh, new phase of Waking Titan. Ibrahim says yes. Mock Tone says, what's up? Welcome back, Mock Tone. Ibrahim, what do you mean? What other phase would... How are you, Panda? Rain First, I'm doing well. How are you? Grammy says, no, it's an awaiting pattern. This is true. Nothing is really happening right now. Ibrahim says, that sucks if there are going to be weekends that nothing happens on week... Yeah, I mean, there's this whole theme about sleep and people need to get caught up on sleep and all that, so I think whatever's coming next is going to be big, so they're probably just holding off and letting everybody get their Atlas passes, and then whatever happens next might be pretty intense. So, you know, I think they're just kind of in a holding pattern right now.
You want to hear some crazy speculation about what the Atlas passes are actually for?
Yeah. Speculation's my jam. Okay.
Put some tinfoil hat on here
because
somebody had posted on Reddit a while ago and they got downvoted. But they said that what if the Atlas Pass 4s and our unique codes that we got for the Citizen Science Division is an unlock code for a season pass? So maybe Hello Games will start introducing DLC and whoever received an Atlas Pass will get get all future DLC for free, similar to other games like Battlefield. You buy the premium edition, you're going to get all the DLC for free, even new ones that they come up with you get for free. And somebody had speculated that the Atlas Pass was for that, as a thank you for sticking it out with us.
If they did that, I would agree with the decision, but I think a lot of people would get upset that they would single out certain players. But
yeah,
what are your thoughts on DLC? Because I am okay with DLC, like 100% okay with it. The game's been out a year. There's been completely massive updates to the game, a lot of features added. People can make the argument that it's not, what they thought was originally promised, and they'd be right to think that probably. But for where the game's at today, it definitely feels more like a AAA title than it did when it came out. We know that multiplayer is a focus going forward. They're going to be adding a lot of single-player and multiplayer features. And at this point, it's like they're draining a lot of that money that they earned on the release of the game on ongoing development, and they've not released any new titles to compensate. So at some point, they're going to have to start making some money, and DLC is one of the good ways to do that, and I'm totally in support of it.
Oh yeah, and I agree. As long as the DLC content is quality and for the right price, I'd pay for it. And I know a lot of people probably would, as long as they would, at least they'd still continue to give free updates, because I would hate to see they just go complete nothing but DLC the rest of the time.
Right.
Because everybody loves a free, even if it changes the ships one time for an update, or adds one little thing, it's still great to have over the time, even if they do have microtransactions or DLC.
Yeah. And as long as the DLC that they release is like small stuff, like I don't want to pay a lot of money for, like, let's say a special ship, but let's say that you get some customizations in the game. Badges, paint jobs, decals, special colors, base, things to add to your base that kind of make your experience unique in the game. Cool. Yeah. If it's like 99 cents, $1.99,
or even just to show off to other players, like if it was more you had to pay for your multiplayer experience type stuff to show off your base, then yeah, I'd say that'd be kind of cool. Similar to how ESO does it with their crowns.
Yeah. No, I agree. It's all down to how they implement it. If they do it smart and they don't pull a Battlefront 2 or some shit like that, then I don't think a lot of people are going to be against it. Some people might not like it, but they'll understand. I mean, at the end of the day, they're a business, so people have to get paid. They've got to feed their families, for sure.
Yeah, and it's almost better than if they were making their money focusing on other games, because Hello Games, I mean, nobody knows if they're working on another title for any other type of game, but so far it seems like their sole focus is on No Man's Sky at this point.
I bet that they're working on other titles. The thing is that the release was so controversial and tarnished their reputation so badly that I think that they have to sort of, in the eyes of the consumer, they have to get that impression away from themselves before they can release another title, because anything associated with them is going to be subject to a lot of, a lot of conversation. So they've got to be clever about it. Whatever they're going to do, whatever's happening with this game moving forward, the direction, and it's going to be big, and it already, Atlas Rise has brought a lot of people back. It has made most of the reviews positive, and a lot of the people that have done re-reviews that disliked the game when it came out have a lot of positive things to say now. So,
it's excellent, and I'm really excited to see what comes in the future of the game.
Yep. It's gonna be just the way that it's going now. I know I'm gonna love and appreciate whatever they've got coming.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes, I got 6 glyphs now, 10 more to go.
I'm really hoping that they do more community updates, something where the communities can interact. Because, I mean, I had said when we first were finding out that joint exploration was going to be a thing, I was like, oh, I wonder if they actually added that because they heard we were going to be doing the Olympics. So it was kind of like a little thing. A hidden thing they were saying was like, here, you could see each other now, so happen. I don't know. It was interesting.
And you know, they watch the community, right? It's like they pay attention. Yeah. So I think a lot of the features that they're adding are features that a lot of people talk about in the different communities, like Amino. If they have anybody watching Amino, like Reddit, Twitter, you know, people's YouTube channels that are big YouTubers for No Man's Sky. So, you know, player models, I hope come in this next update, because we can't really have like any sort of real multiplayer experience until they bring player models. Once the player models hit, you know, then we're gravy. So,
I mean, at least ships. I mean, I don't care if we can't see each other walking. I don't mind the balls of light that we are. The only thing I'd love to see is ships.
Good point. Yeah, and be able to like dogfight with each other or something, you know, to sort of be in the same instance of time.
Yep.
Hey, honey, did you have a good time with Jamie?
So challenging. Huh? So challenging to try and build a spot to stand to have a ship launch me.
All right, so while I've got you on here, and while we've got a decent audience, why don't you go ahead and talk about the Amino Hub and sort of what you guys are doing, and just give them a little bit of information about that.
Yeah, no problem. The Amino Hub is the Amino app is a mobile app community, kind of similar to Facebook and Instagram and whatnot. It's a really amazing platform with live chats, and we have a large member base for our hub, which is located at Pilgrim Star. And about a year ago, I had decided to recreate Steambot's amazing journey around Dunbo Mode Me, but in survival mode without a HUD. And while I kind of got a following with that, I thought, you know, it'd be cool to create a hub out here at Pilgrim Star and kind of preserve the area and act as like a visitor's center, so to speak, to Dunbo Mode Me and the Pilgrim Star. And I was able to pick up a few people right off the bat who decided to head over here, and now a year later, our app page has 465 members today, I think, with 200 monthly active members and over 60 daily active members, at least looking at the app. We even have a lot of people who are constantly talking in on the general chat room that it's even hard to keep up with all that's going on. So it's a really active place, and we primarily, our main unique feature, I guess I would have to say, for our hub is our focus on multiplayer and player interaction. We hosted the first ever No Man's Sky Olympics back in November, where we had 8 unique events, not including the exocraft races, such as like a portal relay where you would portal into one spot, find a coordinate to another place, go back and portal to that one, and you go through like 5 different portals to find a message, and the first person back with the message wins. We have games like that we try and play. Today, earlier, about a couple hours ago, I was playing a Sentinel slaughter game where we'd shoot as many Sentinels as possible, and all the barrels that would drop would fall into a ditch area, and then whoever had the highest count after 10 minutes wins. And we just got done with that and posted the results onto Amino. So yeah, it's a pretty good community, and we got a lot of friendly, helpful, experienced people in the hub, and even more new members coming in every day. I've been doing a lot of promotion with it in various places.
Is it only available on Android, or is there an iOS version as well?
I'm not too sure if there is an iOS version. There may be, but if you go into your whichever platform store and type in Amino, you should be able to see if they have it or not. Amino is a larger communities app that creates Facebook-style type pages just dedicated to almost any topic. So there are more than one No Man's Sky Amino page, and the one I was on had bad leadership, and I ended up getting banned, and a few other of them got banned, and that's why we created our own Amino Hub page, which has far exceeded the other No Man's Sky page by a lot. So,
yeah, and
then we've also got No Man's Sky Cafe, which is more of a general, instead of all hub, it's a general chat, like relax, just a chill place to post pictures. We're friends with them, so we kind of like dual play. If you've ever heard of the NMS Cafe on it or seen it on our Amino.
I haven't seen it. I've heard of it.
Yeah, we're going to do a big promotion for them coming up soon, so it'll be great for them to get some more members.
Well, and the app is incredibly feature rich as well. I mean, it's like it almost looks like you're sort of microblogging, but like building your own web page. I mean, how you can add pictures, how you can do blogs, you can add links, promote your YouTube videos, your YouTube channel, post your screenshots. I mean, it's really cool, and everybody in there seems friendly. It's not like, some subreddits out there where you might have a negative Nancy that pops in and says something. It's like everybody, if you're in that app,
everybody has to downvote it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, everybody is friendly, and we do a really good job as a moderator team and leadership group to make sure we keep it that friendly environment. It was a couple days ago or today, I think, we had somebody cause a little bit of a problem. It wasn't that bad, but it's something that a Reddit moderator probably would just overlooked and said, all right, whatever. They with us, we kind of were like, okay, hey, what's going on? Could you please be a little bit more respectful and stuff? And we go in and we actually talk with people and say, hey, try and resolve these issues if you can. And we don't like to throw our authoritative weight around, because we learned that from the last Amino. I mean, they would just be complete authoritative and then just shut you down without even a single why. They don't ask you, hey, what's going on? But that's what we strive for in this community, and I am very proud of the members that we have, because I remember coming up and thinking this idea, and it's like usually when you think of an idea to bring people together, it never works. You can't build a society like this, and I can't believe I was able to do it. This has been the most exciting thing in my entire gaming career, because I've never had such a large following or people wanting to join this community. It's been an excellent ride.
No, it's really cool. It's really exciting, and if it's any consolation to you guys watching, a lot of you have probably seen or heard of L Plays Gaming YouTube channel, or you like his videos or whatever the case is. Well, he's not part of the Amino Hub, but he just joined. I want to say 2 days ago. Dude, my ship is glitching. I can't get out of my ship. He just joined 2 days ago, the No Man's Sky Amino app. So. And
yes,
he's loving it.
And I tried reaching out to him. I gotta go back on that account, because since my Guru account's banned, I decided to just go back into Amino on another account I had there and exact my revenge 1 year later. That's how I got you. It was like knocking through there on my Nomads Network account. But I tried getting in touch with L Plays Gaming to let them know about the Amino Hub app, since we are a lot more active. I mean, they may have 20,000 members, but they have maybe like 5 or 6 people online and 2 posts a day, when ours is at least 5 to 10 posts a day sometimes, and we'll have the highest I've seen is like 20 members on at one time, which I was kind of amazed about. But we're a lot more interactive as a hub by promoting people getting together and doing things in game. And like the drop ball game that I've got right now, where we're all gonna go to a planet and try and place a comm ball as close to a beacon as possible. that I'd placed. And nobody can see the beacon, but it's like straight out from the space station. You land on the planet, and then pom ball, and whoever's the closest to the beacon wins. It's kind of neat.
Yeah, it's very reminiscent of, and I'm sure Grammy can sort of chime in on this. It's very reminiscent to what like Gefnik Gang and a lot of the other communities out there do, where they sort of do these different events and stuff like that. But none of these other communities have their own mobile app that, and that's not to say anything bad about any of their community or hub out there, but you guys have this sort of app that you have that is very feature rich, and it makes scheduling those things really easy. It looks like.
Yeah, and it makes doing the like making it a lot more visually presentable. You can put a lot more information, a lot of pictures. You could even do a story with just using pictures and then putting the story. I had seen your post on Amino today, and I thought that was an excellent use of the Amino blog post, because you just put picture in throughout your story showing the different things.
Yeah,
that's what I loved about the app from the beginning.
Yeah, I'm very passionate about this game, and like I think that like, especially for PlayStation 4 players, PC players might have I cannot get out of my shit. PC players might have a different sort of argument regarding this, but on console, a game of this scale and scope has never been done, and so it's a very important game, I think, and just consoles, period. You could say, oh well, Elite Dangerous is like a really big game, but it's also, what happens when you land on a planet on Elite Dangerous? Fuck all. Nothing.
Yeah.
There's nothing to look at. You might come across like a Thargoid relic or something, it's like the experience of traveling through space, landing on a planet or a moon or some, object, and exploring it with like the level of detail and richness that you have in No Man's Sky does not exist on a game like Elite Dangerous. No. Nothing like this is out,
No, it isn't. And it's just, I mean, you could be hundreds of hours in and still find things that amaze you.
Yeah.
They just shock and astound you, and even things I've seen players do together that I'm like, wow, really? You can do that?
Dude, I cannot seem to get out of my ship. I'm gonna get caught up on the comments real quick, but yeah. So, this is Survival Guru. Definitely look him up. Add him on PSN if you play on PlayStation. Just take a look at the No Man's Sky community. Amino community app for the Amino hub. It's really, really cool. I definitely suggest you guys check it out. I've been part of the No Man's Sky Amino community for a while, but I just recently got on the hub community, and it's very cool, man. Like it's worth checking out for sure. Lord of the Apes.
It's a lot of fun.
What's going on, bud? Thanks for dropping in. I see the comment section's popping. I'm glad you guys are talking amongst yourselves. Sorry I haven't been able to really catch up with this. See, this is why, like, oftentimes I'll have, like, my channel partner, HiddenJewAgenda, will be on, and, like, he will help me keep up with the comments, because sometimes...
Oh, yeah.
I've had, like, 400 comments go on a stream, and I'm like, I don't even know what I'm reading anymore. It's almost like work. You're, like... tired at the end of it.
I'm so sorry, people. I feel like I'm ignoring you. I'm so sorry.
I know, and it's a good thing. It's a good problem to have, right? When people are actively communicating. But it's like I want to get to everybody, and I'm kind of anal about it, and so it's like when I can't, I like kind of freak out. But Manuel says, I haven't played No Man's Sky for 5 months. I played 1.3 for a week. I just want the ARG to end. I really don't care much. I will start a new save once 1.5 drops. A lot of people are kind of feeling that right now. HiddenJewAgenda hasn't been playing a lot. Whenever an ARG kicks off, or like we know an update's coming, it's very difficult because you're so focused on what new features are going to come, or what they're adding, or what the update's going to include, that it's almost difficult to play the current version of No Man's Sky sometimes. So I definitely understand that, Manuel. I would say get excited though. Because when 1.3 came out, they Sean Murray himself said in the release notes for the update that the joint exploration that we have now is just the beginning of it's an important step in what they plan on doing next. And so I think the game is going to get really exciting. I don't think it's ever going to reach like an MMO level, but I think it's just going to be a lot more fun. Like, you're going to have a lobby of 16 people. Hopefully we can get player models, see each other, see each other's ships, and it's going to make things like Unification Day more interesting. It's going to make dogfighting with your friends more interesting, or I guess possible. It's going to make all that stuff better, so.
Make the Olympics a lot more possible.
Exactly.
That's going to be excellent.
Anybody out there that's kind of down on like No Man's Sky in its current state, I definitely understand your pain, but keep your hopes up. I mean, these guys for the last year and a half almost now, they've been working a lot. I mean, if you think about the 3 major updates that we've gotten and all the patches within every single update, they've been staying very busy working on this game, and they don't have to. Sean Murray basically became a millionaire overnight, and he could have said, "Fuck you guys,"
Yeah.
But that didn't happen. And so, we've held out this long. We've been this patient. Let's keep it up, and I think they're going to do everything possible to make us happy. So stick with it, guys.
I agree with some of the people that are saying that this ARG is going to drag out like the other one when we've been waiting 5 months for at least something. And I can understand that, because I felt the same way. It's like, oh man, they're starting Waking Titan up again. It's going to be so long, be another month before we get the update.
Yeah.
So we've had to wait 6 months, but I mean, if you think of the time, that much time put in to build something, it's going to have to be like extremely substantial, probably twice the size of what Atlas Rises actually was.
Right. It's going to be huge. And if you look at the other updates occurred all within 3.5 months of each other. And it's been, almost February is going to be 6 months since the update came out. So we've gone twice as long with no major update. The ARG is just now taken off. It's like, let's think about what they've been working on in that time frame. If 1.1, 1.2, and 1.3 all took, 3 months or so to create those updates and make it, live available for the players, why is it taking so long for this next update? This next update, and obviously this is speculation, but this next update could potentially be very large and include a lot of features, and that's really exciting.
And that's why there's a lot of people talking about a complete reset this time, more than they were the last time, is because this amount of time, maybe they're going to have to do something, and it could do a whole universe reset. I don't know. Like, you may still have everything as far as on your save file, but all bases are wiped, all discoveries are wiped. So that would be starting back over with every single system undiscovered, which in my opinion would actually be really nice, because then maybe we can actually organize a little better and figure out decent names for things.
Yeah, I think a lot of people have a little PTSD, right, from their bases getting reset, their planets totally changing. I know Andy Krychek. So when I finally made it to the Galactic Hub, which took me forever, because I literally was on the far right edge of the galaxy, which, if you could sort of think of what the map looks like on the Pilgrim Star Path app, the hub is like on the far left. So I was over a million light years away. So I had to eventually get to where I could use black hole roulette, which you have a funny story with that, because we talked about that the other day. But black hole roulette was something I had to use to get closer. When I finally got there, 1.3 dropped, so I checked into Andy Krychek's base. Well, the update confused everything, and the game thought that his base was my base, his base was underground, so you couldn't go into it, and everything was messed up, so everybody had to move. So there was this big exodus of everybody, like, leaving the old Legacy Hub. So, naturally, I'm like, squatters' rights. I'm staying here. So I just took over a planet in Andy Krychek's system and moved. But that affected a lot of people. So I think a lot of people just have a little bit of, PTSD that all their shit's going to get messed up.
I had it for Dude Bo mode me, because in survival mode it was a really nice, lush planet. I enjoyed it. I don't care if it was hostile Sentinel, but going around the entire planet, I just fell in love with it. And then Atlas Rises came out and turned it into a toxic planet. And I was like, no, come on.
Yep.
So I gave up and left that place. But I'm thinking about going back because in February, it'll be 1 year from the day that I took my pilgrimage around Dune. So I'm thinking about making it an annual thing. The question is, if the update hasn't come out, should I do it again? Like, should I actually go for it before the update or wait?
Well, the update's probably not going to come out for Lowell because just looking at the speed of his ARG, I think it's safe to say that it's going to be a little bit, like maybe a month, right, before the update comes out.
Yeah. Now the cool part about that is, if I did start it, last time I did it, like when I did last year, halfway around the planet, Pathfinder update hit. So I was halfway around without a ship, and Pathfinder came out. It's like, I can't do anything. That sucks. Because I'm halfway around my goal, but it was still kind of cool to see the transition between to do half the planet in Foundation and then the other half with Pathfinder. Just visually, it was completely...
Yeah. Well, do you think, and again, this kind of digs into speculation, and before I ask it, let me catch up on the chat, at least as much as I can real quick. So, Lord of the Apes says, I'd like to be able to place race terminals anywhere and have other people use them. And he says, and add space race terminals. That'd be cool.
Yeah, we do have a galactic racing league that we're working on where we race around planets.
Yeah, you were telling me about that.
Registration is now open. If you look up Galactic Racing League in the wiki, it'll come up with information about the Galactic Racing League throughout. I think they're starting in March. No, wait, May. I don't remember. It goes through July. So there's a $30 PSN card for grabs with it too.
Oh, that's cool. So there's a prize. You hear that, Lord of the Apes?
Yeah, there's actual cash prize.
You should go win that $30, man.
Gotta compete in a minimum of 8 races to be eligible too.
Manuel says,
really neat.
Manuel says, yeah, true. They are working hard. I just hope exploration is on the top of their list. Yeah, I don't think there'd be a reason why it wouldn't. Earlier on, before the ARG really kicked off, I was thinking that this update was going to be like nearly 100% just multiplayer focus in terms of adding features to multiplayer, adding this, adding that to enhance multiplayer features, and that there was going to be very little single player stuff. Just seeing what people have to say, seeing the ARG, kind of what's been hinting out there, and just talking with different people, I've totally changed my mind on that. Like, I think that the update's going to be huge. There's going to be a lot of single-player elements, exploration-based elements, and then there are also going to be a lot of multiplayer elements as well. So I think it's going to be a very big update. There's going to be a lot of features, and I think that we're going to be very surprised. And one of the things I kind of wanted to bring up, Guru, was basically, do you think that hex code on the Atlas passes translating to Phoenix is sort of a clue, like what we were just talking about, that they're going to reset the entire universe, that we'll see the rebirth of No Man's Sky?
That was part of my thought, and when they first translated it into Phoenix, I made that comment. I said, oh, Phoenix, how fitting. They're going to burn us all and we'll have to rise from our own ashes.
Yeah, I mean,
that was one conclusion I had thought with this, is that, yeah, we're going to end up getting a galactic reset, and we may either have to start all over with initialize and stare at the square button forever until we figure it out, or who knows. I'd have no idea, but if we have to wipe our save files, it'll be interesting.
I don't know how they'd pull it off, but I definitely see them that could be the thing. And if you look at the different skins, the different like evolutions that No Man's Sky has taken from when they showed the game at E3 to when they showed it at another event to when it released to now, the UI, everything has changed. You know, they could totally change the entire look and feel and everything of the game. I don't want them to lose their sci-fi fantasy element because I'm not wanting another simulator. But I'm definitely excited for whatever it is that they're going to bring. So, and I can't wait to see, you know, what's coming down the pike for the game. So
yeah, I mean, I'm hoping they do a lot of planetary overhaul. I mean, at least take into account what people are seeing on Rayrod mod and a few other mods that people have been doing, like megaliths. I mean, I'd love to just see gigantic stuff.
Oh yeah, like structures. You know, one of the original structures that never made it to the game was the building that sort of looked like the Junker from Tatooine on Star Wars: A New Hope. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Where Luke buys. You know. Well, anyway, they had like a structure that looked a lot like that, and I'm getting kind of burnt out on the structures that I'm seeing in the game. Like I need to start seeing like more objects, more structures, like more variation. One mechanic I'd like to see changed is if you discover a system for the first time, and this might seem kind of nitpicky, but I talk about this quite often. If you discover a system for the first time, I think it's only right, and I think it's only fair that there's nothing there when you get there. If you're the first to discover it, there's no space station, there's nothing. You have to go, make planetfall, build a beacon, and then over time those things appear. Do you think that's something that they should do? Like, do you think that should be like a mechanic change?
I would think that would be a good mechanic change for maybe a specific mode. Because yeah, that would be kind of cool. That you get an empty star system, complete empty star system, and then, like you said, place a colonization type beacon, and it will start calling whatever race you feel like. Like, okay, hey, I want to make this system a Korvax system. So you place a Korvax beacon down on the planet, or a beacon in the space, and then where you put that beacon, a space station comes warping in. Or whenever you place a beacon, you can see freighters warp in and then just start dropping and feeding things onto the planet.
Yeah, like outposts start to kind of show up and points of interest, and I don't think it would be hard to do, and I think it would make it really feel like you discovered that thing. I also want to be able to steer while I'm in pulse drive. I've been wanting that for a long time.
Oh, so have I. The little cockpit rock and roll you can do kind of teases you at it.
Yeah, that like you can like maybe in the future you'll be able to steer it. So Lord of the Apes, join that race, get you that pulse drive theta. I don't know if you still have a photonics core from like way back before they got rid of it, but anybody that's got a photonics core out there, that could be your secret weapon for these space races that the Amino Hub is thinking about doing. You guys are the second largest hub, right? I mean, you're right behind the Galactic Hub.
Yeah, we are the second largest hub in Euclid, I believe. I can't remember, but I think 710 said that STAM Galactic Hub's got like 40 people, but we are the second largest hub in Euclid, that's for sure. Awesome.
So that's definitely cool. And now, do you have other hubs in other galaxies like Hilbert or Calypso or?
Nope. We've stuck it out in Euclid, and I don't think any of our membership has decided to even leave the region, or any of our app members haven't come forward to say they'd like to build one in another galaxy, which was welcome. I mean, I know Galactic Hub's done it. A few other places have moved on to different galaxies and added an extension hub, which would be fine.
Yeah.
I think there was one guy who said he was at the Hilbert Pilgrim Star location, and he's going around the moon there.
Well, and cool. For me, there's not, at least that I've discovered, there's not any reason that I've found to leave Euclid. The galaxies are not different enough that I don't, that I am driven to leave the most highly populated segment of the game. You know what I mean?
No, I agree, because I knew that from the beginning. After I decided to say hell with it. I know I can't come back from another galaxy, so I thought, what is the end goal? What happens? Okay, so I found out you go to another galaxy and it's mostly the same things. Nothing for the most part is different besides a trait amongst finding more exotic planets or more hostile planets. So I thought, there has to be a better goal or a chance to be able to move backwards if I really wanted to before I'm even making that trek.
Right.
And I've gone through different galaxies in creative mode, and I actually do suggest if you've never even gone through the galaxy center, do it in creative mode at least, because it's, for me, I've been playing the game for over 2,000 hours, and just last month I went through my first galaxy center just through creative, and it was actually an awe-inspiring experience. The music and everything is just, I don't know, it's perfect. I kind of like that.
You know,
but I could see later on it's a disappointment.
It's very hard for me to imagine playing 2,000 hours of the game. And I don't mean that as a criticism. I've been playing the game since release day. I bought it the day it came out, and I feel like I play quite often. Now, I don't play every day, but when I do play, I play for hours at a time. And
yep.
I haven't managed to put 400 hours in. I think I'm at like 340-something hours. So the fact that there's people out there with that many hours in, I'm like, how is anyone doing that?
Yeah, I wish I had my hours on me, because I had another profile that I started out playing the game on, and that was the one that's got probably over 1,500 hours on it.
Oh man!
And I decided before Atlas Rises came out, I wanted to go back to version 1 and play around. So I did the right thing and saved everything, backed up my save files, deleted the update, but for some reason my USB stick got corrupted, and when I first downloaded the update, it like deleted my online save. So I had nothing. I had to start all over again.
Man.
So this one now I'm at, maybe on my Guru account, the count I'm on now, is probably somewhere around 300 hours.
I've been wanting to stream day one version. So I've been thinking about, if I could find a really good price on it, getting the disc copy, because I purchased it as a digital download because I wanted it that quick, and I didn't want to have to go anywhere to get it, because I wanted to get started right away. And obviously, are you able to play the day one version like on PlayStation 4, even if you don't have the disc copy?
No. You have to have the disc copy because you have to erase the update file, which, if you have the downloaded version, erases the whole game itself. So basically what I do is I take the disc out, and then I go into my PlayStation menu, and then I delete the game completely. It gives you an option to delete the game out of your PlayStation. And then I slide the disc back in and turn my internet off, and you'll be at version 1. And in my opinion, it is a lot of fun if you're willing to risk losing everything, because I'm not sure you'll get it all back. Can't guarantee it, but it is a lot of fun. There, you'll notice you're only 40,000 light years from the center. There is plutonium and titanium everywhere. And there are buildings just everywhere close by, which, in my opinion, by playing version 1.0, it felt like the beta test version. Like, being so close to the center and the amount of resources and buildings close together, it almost seemed like their test platform before they came out, and then they gave the 1.03 patch, which put us like, I can't remember how many thousand light years from center, and changed everything else. But it's really interesting going back to version 1.
Yeah, and, well, say I've got PlayStation Plus, and so I was thinking if I save my game file into the cloud, and then I plug in the disc, I disconnect the internet, I go into my settings, I turn off automatic updates and all of that, I could sort of start, like, delete everything off, start a new saved game, play version 1, stream it, and then at any point I could then delete all of that, and then just sort of do the updates and then reinstall my cloud save game, because I've done that with other games before, so I'm fairly certain I can do that with no risk. and I've really been toying with that idea because one, I just kind of want to revisit the original version of No Man's Sky because I'd like to see how far we've come. Because I've got memories of the original No Man's Sky, but seeing it would be totally different. And so I'd like
It's
to
going to
see.
be even more, like, you remember when, let's see, you were day one, right?
Day one, yeah.
So when you downloaded it, the version you actually got was 1.03. So it's going to be a way completely different than the version you remember.
Oh wow.
Because when I got the game, I put it in and I go, oh, there's an update already. Okay, so I just downloaded the update. So I got 1.03 experience the whole time. And when I went back to 1.0, I was like, oh wow, this is completely different. Like, you only get one save file, which I was kind of bummed about. They didn't give you a death. Like, when you die, you don't get your stuff back or something like that. Yeah,
You don't have a grave.
Yeah, you don't get a grave. And the only way to reload a save file was to die. Like, it would kill you every time you reloaded a save file. It was kind of funny. But
That's insane.
Remember in 1.03, if you died, then reloaded your previous save, you would come back with all your stuff and your grave still in front of you, so you can duplicate items that way.
Jeez.
Yeah, I was duplicating Atlas stones by grave harvesting.
Because you could take advantage of that exploit. I remember when those exploits came out, like and seeing YouTube videos about them. I'm going to take a brief moment to kind of see what's going on with the chat.
Yep.
Lord of the Apes says, no, we read that already. Joshua Hoffman, welcome to the stream. I would like to be able to change my damn controls. That would be nice. So, I think if you're playing on PC, with the last update, they gave you the ability to manipulate your key bindings, but with PlayStation, it's a no-go as of yet. So I would like to see that as well, because there's certain things that don't make sense, like
L3 and R3.
That's basically it. Yeah.
Yeah.
And
it's like you go back to Battlefield and you're constantly dropping to the ground. It's like, oh, come on.
Exactly. I play Ghost Recon Wildlands quite a bit, and like whenever I get on that, I have to like unlearn what I've like learned. I'm like, Jesus.
Yeah, I kept getting myself killed in Battlefield because of it.
Lord of the Apes says, I'm in Bulldinger on PC and it's empty. Yeah, the original No Man's Sky Amino, I think they were trying to start a hub in Bulldinger, but I don't know if anyone's actually there.
I've been there, and there ain't much activity there.
That's kind of what I was thinking. Matthias Heim, what's going on, bud? Says, cities built by players and boxes you can fill with resources and items also sell to other players would be nice. Yeah, I wanna touch on that real quick. So I agree with you.
I'd love that.
100%. And it sounds like Survival Guru does as well. But how about this?
Yeah.
There are a lot of players out there, and I've talked about this before, they love base building. So one of the ways that we could reward those players, and I think this is a great idea, so if Hello Games were to by some miracle come across this video, what would be really cool is if somebody could make a base and upload it to a database, and then other players, when they find a base, they could go, if they have money, they can purchase the blueprint for that base, and they could just have that base. That player could then receive the units transferred into their account, because not everybody likes base building. I hate base building. I can't stand it.
Oh, dude, that would be cool.
So think about that. It'd be cool if I could just walk into when I claim a base, I could just walk in, I could just skim through building plans that other players have put together, and I find one that I like. They set the price. If I can afford it, I buy it. They get the money.
Or you visit, when you're visiting that particular base, I guess you can go and use their blueprint vendor at the base to get a copy of that blueprint.
Exactly.
And then it would be saved on the file, and then when you go to your blueprint vendor, you can decide, okay, hey, I want to change my base to this one.
Yes.
And yeah, that would be pretty cool.
Or how about this?
I gotta get going, man. I've got work to do, so anyway, it was great having you on, and if anybody's interested in the Mino Hub, you can definitely hub, and it'll be all over the top.
For sure. So
I've
just
done that.
give a real quick shout out before you bounce out to whoever may have just joined, and let people know about your YouTube channel as well. Maybe throw a Boyd Gaming in there also, and
Oh
give
yeah,
your
we got
final
Boyd
salutations.
Gaming. Yeah, I mean, if anybody's interested in the hub, we got Boyd Gaming, who is a master at building bases like McDonald's and stuff, which is all showcased at our hub location. And I definitely suggest you guys look up the Amino Hub on Google Play, and yeah, we'd love to have you. And you can find my channel anywhere. You just type in NMS Survival Guru, and you'll find me everywhere, including a few Kotaku articles.
Boom. So there you go, guys. So, Guru, thanks for taking the time to jump on and sort of, explain the hub, your hub to us and the Amino app and all of that stuff. So it was very informative. And again, I am part of that community. Have been for a while. Specifically, just joined the Amino Hub yesterday, and I'm liking what I'm seeing so far. So I definitely encourage anybody to check that out. And it's just a really nice place to be and visit with friends.
And I'm really looking forward to seeing you kind of join us on our multiplayer games, and maybe we'll get the whole group together and do a major broadcast live stream of events that we do. So yeah, once you get all your glyphs, man, I hope to see you out there.
I'm working on it. I'm at 6 of 16, but thanks for jumping in and have a good one, man. I appreciate you stopping in. So.
Yep, we'll see you later, man.
Take it easy, dude. Uh-oh. Lord of the Apes, sorry I didn't get to your comment quickly enough, but thanks for jumping in, man, and catch you on the next stream, dude. Appreciate it. What's up, Dawson? Thanks for jumping in the chat, bro. Thanks for joining the stream. Good to see you. Dropped a like, I appreciate that. Yeah, I never tell people to do this, but if it's your first time on the channel, please sub. If you like what you're seeing, please like. If you don't like what you're seeing, do not hit that down thumb. I will fucking kill you. I'm joking. But anyway, yeah. Thanks for reminding me about that, Dawson. Grammy says, I'm still here listening to you. I appreciate that, Grammy. And I don't like base building either. I like exploring and finding new things. Same. I'm cool with letting other people build the bases, and then I just go find their shit and raid their farms and get money. Like, I do not need to build another base. It's just not my thing. So I'm right there with you, Grammy. Gaming Line says I'm back. Thank you. It's good to have you back, Gaming Line, as always. Plus, it's just nice to have a moderator in the chat. Not that No Man's Sky's been getting a lot of hate lately. I don't know if you noticed that, but whenever I used to stream, when I first started the channel, people would come in and be like, No Man's Sky's dead. Never see that anymore. But if you do see it, Gaming Line, feel free to time them out or eject them. So I trust you. And anybody that doesn't know Gaming Line, check out his channel. He's also part of the No Man's Sky Amino. So again, I keep reiterating that. It's just a really great community to be a part of. And Gaming Lime's been a subscriber to the channel since the very first day, so big shout out to Gaming Lime as always, man. Thank you. No Man's Sky Fanboy says, hello all, I understand why base building is in, but I'm an explorer. The next update needs to focus on variation and exploration aspect of the game. 100% agree with you, dude. So thanks for jumping in the chat, and yes, like I said, 100% I agree with that. I need more variation. I want more planet variation, more biome variation. I'd like to see multiple biomes on one planet. That would be very cool. So, sorry for the image you guys are seeing on the screen, just trying to get caught up in the chat. Gaming Lime says, missed the answer to what happened to Bicycle Walrus. Could you answer it again? I'm not really sure what happened to Bicycle Walrus. I know that he left YouTube and went to Twitch, so his Twitch presence is higher than it is on YouTube, but as far as I know, nothing's happened to Bicycle Walrus. Other than recently he did a video where he was showing that he got his Atlas Pass, and he made some comment about he likes the ARG more than No Man's Sky. From what I can recall, he was an author, and he's a writer, so I could definitely see how he would take an interest on that. But as far as I know, nothing has happened with Bicycle Walrus. Dawson says he agrees with Fanboy. 100%. Fanboy, forgive me if I don't recognize you from the chat section. If you haven't subbed to the channel, drop a sub. We stream fairly often. The last couple of weeks we've been pretty busy, but we stream fairly often, and we're always posting different videos and speculation videos and stuff like that. So if you want to see more content, definitely drop a sub. If you're already subbed, I'm an asshole, and I apologize I didn't notice. Gaming Lime says, never mind, just haven't been getting notifications. Oh, that's all good, dude. Alright, so just to kind of remind everybody what I'm sort of doing right now is I'm trying to get glyphs. So basically, if I go to portal glyphs right here, I only ever focused on getting the first 3 glyphs so that I could attend Unification Day. Now that that's gone and passed, and I've joined the Amino Hub, Galaxy Hub, they have farms that are listed with portal locations where you can go and collect items from the farms and craft whatever you need to craft to make money. And I don't have near enough glyphs to visit many of those farms, so I'm working on getting all 16 glyphs so that I can navigate to places that I want to go. So that's what I'm working on today. During the stream so far, I've managed to find 2 glyphs, so I feel like that, I'm doing pretty good, and hopefully I find a couple more before I end. Gaming Lab says, also didn't know he went to Twitch. You're right, I fucked up. He didn't go to Twitch, he went to something else. Mixer? That's what it's called. He went to Mixer. So, Bicycle Walrus streams on Mixer. Sorry for the hashtag fake news. Yes. And just in case anybody has forgotten, or it's been a while since we've done it, because we haven't really promoted it that much, but whenever I go live on PlayStation 4, I always have an open chat party, so if you're my friend on PSN, and you want to discuss anything with me, speculate, talk about Waking Titan, you have anything new to add to the conversation, or, whatever, you just want to hang out, you can join the chat party anytime you like, so just keep that in mind. Don't ever go on Mixer. Yeah, I don't think I will. I think that we might dual stream some content on Twitch, because a lot of No Man's Sky YouTubers are kind of going to Twitch and they're saying a lot of great things about it. I like YouTube as a community, and so if your channel is monetized and you're about making money and you're a small channel, YouTube is probably not going to be the best for you. But that's not entirely my focus. But I do want to get on Twitch just to check it out. So me and HiddenJewAgenda have talked about sort of dual streaming on Twitch. So where one of us goes live on both Twitch and YouTube, just so we can kind of experience it and check it out. But I don't think I'll be going to Mixer anytime soon. Anthead says, what up? Well, he actually says, hey. But what up sounded cooler. And Gaming Lime says, just about to eat my dinner, so I won't be able to hang out. So I'll give Gaming Lime. And Grammy says, maybe next time I will join the chat party and we can talk about portals. Grammy, you don't even need permission, girl. You can join on the party chat anytime you want. Like, if you see a party chat on PlayStation and I'm in it, just jump on. So I'm a fan of yours, and I watch your videos whenever possible, and I watch your streams whenever possible. Doesn't even matter what game you're playing. And I always love when you're in the Cobra subcast chat. So. I'm a huge fan of yours. You could join in anytime you want, anytime I go live. Let's see. Gaming Line says, also, Panda, when you go to catch up on the chat, it sort of looks like you've fallen asleep. Because my head tilts down, I got, like, little beady dog eyes, right? Looks like I just, fucking got narcolepsy. That's funny. Granny says, hi, Anthead. With a bunch of cute emojis, so that's pretty cool. Rick will leave it up to Grammy to drop some cute emojis. Fuck's my ship at? Use your map. There we go. Oh my god, I'm so dumb. I just spent that Viking dagger to locate a portal, and it's taken me to the portal I've already found. Good thing I had like fucking 9 Viking daggers. Granny says, "Oh, that is so nice, thanks. Same for you. You can join my streams whenever you like." Oh, you know I do, girlfriend. The last time I jumped, you were at Unification Day. I remember that. I jumped to Unification Day and sort of inadvertently raided your last stream. So, yeah, whenever you go live, you know I try to be part of whatever you're doing as often as possible. I like what your content that you put out. So it's always dope sauce to me. Come on, I've got to find some type of building here with a fucking traveler in it. Let's try a different side of the planet. Grammy says, even if you decide you want to do some portal jumping, just ask me. I got over 100 of them logged. That's what's up, dude. Yeah, I need to, like I said, I need to get all the glyphs, and there's a lot of places I want to check out, a lot of places that I want to go. And if I can just, you know, now that I'm officially part of the Amino hub, what I would like to do is just sort of portal jump to their capital and find a place to claim a base there, so that I can be. I really don't want to go the old school way. I mean, I might do some black hole roulette and do it that way, but that'd be the only way that I would do it. HiddenJewAgenda, he's real big on warping. That dude's warped like 500 times. I've warped like 70. Just if I can avoid warping, I will. It's tedious. I'd rather explore the planet. Right. Let's see if we can find some buildings now. What's that? Like tonight? To eat? Or it's no good? Tonight? Yeah. Like I can grill it. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. In case anybody's curious, that was my mother-in-law, by the way, so she recently just came back from 40 days in Bosnia. And she wanted to know if I would be willing to grill some steaks. Which, it gets nighttime earlier now this time of year here, so I may be taking advantage of the daylight that I have left and jumping off here in just a little bit. But plus, honestly, I haven't fired up the grill in a while, and I do enjoy grilling, so. Come on. Do you have Discord? If you do, and in any chat, you should come over to Shard Vixen's deck and check it all over. Yeah, I actually am on Discord, and I'm on. I visit Cobra's Discord quite a bit, and Boondoc's Discord as well. So I'll definitely hop over to yours and kind of keep an eye on what you guys are doing over there. So I actually like the Discord app. Dawson says, I'm in Gepnik Gang. So you're probably really familiar with Grammy then, because she's in Gepnik Gang as well. I've heard a lot about Gepnik Gang, and everything I've heard is all positive, so... It sounds like Gepnik Gang and the Galaxy, the No Man's Sky Amino Hub are very similar in terms of what they do, like events-wise, and sort of how they organize everything, which is pretty cool, so... Come on... Might have to try a different planet. I like Discord too because it's simple. Lots of other social media has gotten complicated. Yeah, you're right. Discord is very simple. But like when I used to play League of Legends with my friend, it just the voice chat and the walkie-talkie thing that you get to do and all that, it's really simple, easy to figure out, and it's just nice. I don't know, whoever came up with it is a genius. They did a good job. Discord is very well set up. For the limited function that it's designed for, it does it very well. Gravy says the difference between Gepnik and Amino is one is only for No Man's Sky and the other is all about a lot of games. Well, so the Amino app so Aminos are just different communities. So I've been subscribed to Amino for a while, to the main No Man's Sky Amino. So anybody could download the Amino app and just create any community for anything they want. Doesn't even have to be games. It could be fucking recipes. It's just, you could make any Amino for any purpose that you want. But the cool thing about the functionality of Amino is that you have chat, you got video chat, you can, sort of create like your own web pages and link your YouTube videos to them, and like in the main No Man's Sky Amino, I have like 300 and something followers in there, so it's like, that becomes important when you want to like hang out with people and chat people and find new people to play No Man's Sky with. So the app is very powerful in terms of like what all is possible on the app, but you're right, it's not totally dedicated to No Man's Sky, but that particular page is. So like Amino Hub or No Man's Sky No Man's Sky Galaxy or NMS Cafe or whatever the case is, those are all purely No Man's Sky related aminos. But yeah, no, definitely Geknip is 100% No Man's Sky focused, so you know exactly what you're getting into over there. No doubt. Dude, there's straight up no fucking buildings on this planet. Unknown planet? What? I never discovered this one? Crazy. Oh, I've only discovered the moon. I know, but the Amino Hub is about No Man's Sky. I have to check it out. Soroka for you has one. Discord's paid pages are pretty cheap, and you have a lot to offer. Yeah. No, I like I said, I'm on Discord. I enjoy Discord a lot for what it is and what it does. It's very, very good. It's specifically tailored to a few things, but those things it does very well. So, what I particularly like about the Amino is that like I like to blog. So I go on there and I kind of create little stories about No Man's Sky. I share my screenshots because I can't think of anything to do with the screenshots very often. So when I'm like thinking of how to share the screenshots, I don't want to share it on Twitter because not everybody that follows me on Twitter likes No Man's Sky, right? But if I go to the No Man's Sky Galaxy Amino, I can create like a blog page and then sort of put my pictures on there and talk about what they are. And, I mean, it's just pretty cool from like a social perspective. I quite enjoy it. Again, I mean, they're not paying me. I've been a part of it for a while and figured I'd talk about it today. But Grammy, while you're here, there's nothing new with Waking Titan, right? I mean, you came in with talking about how one of those passes, Atlas passes, had 2 stickers on the back. I kind of want to know more about that because, as far as I know, there's only 1 gold sticker on the back, and no one that I've seen has 2. So I kind of want to know what's up with that. What are you seeing with these 2 stickers? I need to know about it, and that person has to share that with people. There's not apparently, I've done it. So Peaceful Gamer has a link on his Twitter to a Google Doc where you can go privately put all that data in there, so that you're not sharing it normally like on social media, like pictures of it, and you can put your name, your card, your username on Discord if you've got one, all that kind of stuff, because they're trying to keep a database of what all is there, so and who all's got what, and I think people would be very interested to find what's going on with the 2 stickers on the back. Your card has 2 stickers on the back. Grammy, you should send that to me on PlayStation. Like, I've got to see what you're talking about because I'm not really understanding. Because mine only has 1 golden sticker on the back, and if you've got something different than other people, like Peaceful Gamer, like they need to know about that. You've got to add that to the Google Doc. So you should send me it totally be between us. I wouldn't share it. But you should totally send me an image of the sticker, even if you want to like use your phone, app to scribble out something that that you don't want me to see. But I just got to see what you're talking about with these 2 stickers. All right, let's see. Well, legit, is that a crater? Always love looking at the craters from above. Alright, let's see what's over here. Yeah, Grammy, I've got to see that. Or message it to me on Discord since you're on Discord. Alright guys, so I can't find it. I'm not able to find another building right now where I can find another traveler. And I've got some things to do here. So I'm probably going to go ahead and stop the stream. So thank you guys for jumping in. And yeah, I can't find shit. And I've been playing a while already, so. I found 2 glyphs today. Whoa, whoa. Anybody that's seen my streams before, I don't do anything usually. I just talk to you guys and just run around. So the fact that I got anything done's a fucking miracle. Let's go back to my freighter. Grammy says, never mind, I'm crazy. It just looked different, but it does only have 1 sticker. I feel a bit foolish. No, you're cool. I was getting excited. I was like, bro, no one's got 2 stickers. I was like, you got some different shit, which that would have been totally cool. So I was getting excited. But no, you don't look foolish at all. Totally off subject, but this question is for Grammy. What are you thinking of that new Warframe update? It's a sweet update. It's like a totally different game. It's like not even the same thing. Oh, that landing is going to piss HiddenJewAgenda off when he sees this later. He's so anal about how he lands in this game. Alright. So saving the game here. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining the stream. If you're not subbed to the channel, please hit the like button, hit the sub button, and I'll catch you guys in the next stream. As always, see you guys later on in the No Man's Sky universe. Panda's out. I'm done. Fucking done.